we have Dr. Cesare Wright, who is a professor at University of St. Thomas and the Microsoft Epic Program Director here. You actually have an event on Sunday that's free because people always have a lot of questions.
Yes, ma'am. So on Sunday, we'll be doing a free live stream on YouTube to help parents and students understand the college application process and how it's changed post-COVID. It's a little bit different now.
Okay, and it's going to be different from, I'm guessing, mom and dad, when you applied, it's going to be a different type of situation also.
Yeah, very much. I did my internship when I was in college here at Fox, and the college application process is so different, understanding the relevance of your GPA, your test scores. A lot of universities no longer require you to submit the SAT, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. So really understanding how do you differentiate yourself from other applicants in a highly competitive environment.
And I wonder too, do you need to tailor your application for the school that you're applying to?
100%. I encourage students really, first of all, to understand where you want to apply and make sure there's a good fit between you and the university. Make sure not only that you're going to benefit from going to that school, but they're going to benefit from having you there, and then tailoring your application through your personal narrative and your personal essays and story to really make the case for why you're a value.
Now, everyone has, your dream school. If money wasn't an issue, or, you love this part of the country, you have your dream school, but you should apply for more than just the dream school. How wide should your pool be?
So I recommend that most students should apply 10 to 15 schools, and that may sound like a lot because there's application fees. A lot of times you can have those waived, but you want to, your top 5 or so that are those dream schools, then those realistic schools that are kind of safe bets, you're pretty reasonably eligible for those schools, but then also a few safeties and backups, and then some that are just interesting, that strike you as a really interesting program. Maybe it's a part of the country you'd love to live in. So really casting that wide net, but also being very focused about what you want to do and how you connect to that school.
And you mentioned about some school, sometimes you can have that application fee waived. Is that something you're going to go over in the free Q&A on Sunday?
Absolutely. We're going to go over everything from scholarships, the application process, test scores, personal essay, how do you tell your personal story, but then also some of the logistics. How do you get those fees waived? When should you apply? Early admission, standard admission cycle, all of those things.
Also too, I want to point out FAFSA is still open, and FAFSA is where you start if you wanted to get maybe a scholarship or grant money to help you pay for school as well. And also, tell me how you feel about community college too, because that's a process also, and that can save you some big bucks.
Absolutely. And me, I went to Rice University as an undergrad, came back to Rice to teach, but I started taking classes at Montgomery College when it was brand new. So I think it's a great way, especially during the COVID crisis, of a lot of schools are struggling to adapt. So getting some of those essentials out of the way in community college, and then looking at transitioning to a 4-year degree. I think it's a great option. Okay,
well, thank you. It sounds like you have a passion for it, and you're certainly knowledgeable. So on Sunday is that free event. Do we have the info, guys, on how? There you go. So there's a couple tips for you. So I'm sorry, tell me about the event on Sunday. How do people find it?
Sure. applyhouston.eventbrite.com. So there's an Eventbrite free registration, applyhouston.eventbrite.com.
Okay, now if you don't have a pencil with you, we do have it on our website at fox26houston.com, and you can find that free event on Sunday and get yourself in the know when you, and good luck to you and the kiddos as well, because it can be grueling but exciting too. And thank you for your time. Appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.